What's up, YouTube? Team Movies here with that new film, The Fanatic. Still playing on old video, VOD and all. And now, I did my review for The Fanatic yesterday. It's a terrible movie, but it's actually one of those movies that is so bad, it's just good. So it had me thinking, what are some of the other best films that I kind of actually enjoy, despite acknowledging that they're bad. So these are my top 10 favorite movies that are so bad they're just good. I don't even have lots of these movies on my worst movies of all time list, by the way. Because despite me thinking they're still pretty bad, I still get a kick out of enjoying them. So, with that being said, here are my top 10 favorite movies that are so bad they're good. Alright, coming in at number 10, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a bit of a Spice Girls guy. I mean, I'm not a big Spice Girls fan, but I thought Spice Girls are right. So coming in at number 10, I'm going with the Spice Girls movie, Spice World. This movie is so bad, but I kind of get a kick out of watching it once in a while. I'm not gonna lie, when it's on TV, I'll watch it once in a while. If I get bored or whatever. I mean, this is of course the Spice Girls movie. Of course, back in the 90s, Spice Girls was everywhere, and so someone thought it was a cool idea to give the Spice Girls, a feature film. I mean, you have of course had the Spice Girls in this. You had Mel B, Emma Button, Melanie C. You had Victoria Beckham and Gary Horner. You even had other people like Alan Cumming, Elvis Costello, Bob Hoskins, Elton John, Hugh Laurie. You had Meatloaf in this. You even had Roger Moore. I mean, interesting cast in this. I mean, the movie is a bad film, but I really can't. I can't stop watching this film once in a while. Yeah. I mean, here, of course, here you've got the Spice Girls who pretty much encounter an extraterrestrial, and they spend a night in a haunted castle, and a moment of truth in maternity, pretty much what just a few of escapees upon the girls, and the girls end up gearing up for their first concert as well at London's Royal Albert Hall. So this movie is part sci-fi adventure. There's horror elements in this. It's part musical. I mean, everything about this movie is terrible. But there are some fun moments in this. I mean, yeah, if you guys want a fun, bad movie to watch, Spice World is definitely one of them. And you'll have a lot of Spice Girls songs stuck in your head. Alright, speaking of famous singers, trying their hand at acting, my number 9 pick is going to Vanilla Ice's Cool as Ice. This movie is god-awful, but it's actually fun to watch. I mean, the film is a rebellion teen saga for the rap crowd, and you've got Vanilla Ice as the teen who pretty much Ice ends up showing up in this neon yellow motorcycle, which gets everyone's attention, including the female honor student, and it's pretty awful. I mean, but it's a movie that is so bad that it's good, you know. And Vanilla Ice's acting was not that good. I mean, I get it that Vanilla Ice was, famous at the time. He was a big rap superstar. So you wanted to give Vanilla Ice some sort of an acting part. But his acting was horrible. But it's actually more like a modern adaptation of the Wild Bunch. And it also had a Easy Rider feel to it. I mean, I could probably watch this movie anytime it's on. It's stupid. It's dumb. The humor is pretty dumb. But I still get a kick out of Cool as Ice. I mean, if you guys never seen Vanilla Ice's Cool as Ice movie, give it a shot. I mean, Directed by David Kellogg. You got Naomi Campbell is in this. I mean, it's dumb, but it's fun dumb, you know. All right, coming in at number 8 is going to be the Sharknado franchise. This franchise is they're pretty bad, but they're kind of fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie, I get a kick out of the Sharknado franchise. I mean, the Sci-Fi Network is notoriously known for releasing so bad they're good type films, and I could probably have this whole list full of Sci-Fi Network films, and the Sharknado franchise is one of them. I mean, it's where like a freak storm brings like man-eating sharks ashore of Los Angeles and other states, and they of course eat people and all. Sharknado is, I mean, you got Tara Reid, who is, I mean, she's not the best actress in the world. For you 90210 fans, you got Ian Ziering is in this. Yeah, I mean, outside of 90210, Ian Ziering's not the greatest actor in the world, you know. And a few other people who made appearances in this, like you had Al Roker had parts on Sharknado. You had Professor A. Fox. Olivia Newton-John had parts on Sharknado. It's a weird, crazy film, but it is a film that is so bad that it's just fun to watch. Like, honestly, give the Sharknado franchise a go. They're bad, but they're fun bad. All right. Coming in at number 7, another movie where a singer tried her hand at acting. Now that is going to From Justin to Kelly. The film is from the same director who gave us that Freddie Prinze Jr. movie, She's All That, and it's also from the same producer of Spice World. So yeah, and of course, From Justin to Kelly stars the one and only Kelly Clarkson. Of course, this film was, they got released around the same time Kelly Clarkson won American Idol and was the first American Idol winner. And this actually has some really good music in it too. Despite it not being a great film, it actually has some really solid music here. And I mean, of course, it's a musical romantic film that features Kelly Clarkson with fellow American Idol alum Justin Gallerini. And I mean, it's of course where they search for they end up having romance in like a beach and all, and Kelly Clarkson and Justin both fall for each other. I mean, yeah, it's a horrendous film, but it's actually a film that is just so bad that you just gotta sit down and gotta watch. I mean, and Kelly Clarkson's acting, let's be for real, she is a singer. She is definitely not that great of an actress. I mean, that's why her recent roles lately has been voiceover work, like Ugly Dolls, The Star. I mean, she's in that new Troll sequel. So yeah, her recent roles has mainly been voiceover work because her acting's not the best. She's a great singer. Don't get me wrong. I love her music, but and I mean, she was the first ever American Idol. Her acting was horrendous in this, and also, I think this movie also killed Justin's acting career. We have, I do not even know what that Justin dude's doing lately. So yeah, but if you want to see something truly horrendous, From Justin to Kelly is one of them. All right, coming in at number 6, I'm going with Masters of the Universe. You've got Dolph Lundgren as He-Man. What more could you ask for? I mean, Dolph Lundgren as He-Man that's actually genius casting, but his acting is not great in this. Of course, you got the gorgeous Courtney Cox. You got Robert Duncan Mitchell. You got Frank Langella as a Skeletor was in this. I mean, yeah, He-Man. What the He-Man movie? It's kind of an '80s B movie gem. Like Dolph Lundgren, just you saw that he was just Dolph Lundgren was just sleepwalking this movie. I mean, yeah. But Frank Langella's Skeletor was. I love Frank Langella's Skeletor. Like, if you guys really want to see this movie, see it mainly for Frank Langella's performance. Like, he was a great Skeletor. And I mean, you also got you had Gary Goddard directed this. It has some dumb '80s visual effects, but it's actually so. The movie's bad, but it's actually really fun to watch. Like, if you guys never seen the '80s Master of the Universe movie with Dolph Lundgren, give it a shot. I mean, despite it being bad, I quite get a kick out of this movie when I watch it. It's an '80s B movie gem, you know. Of course, it is based on the classic toy line and the classic cartoon and all. But yeah, definitely go give. I say give Master of the Universe a shot. It's a bad film, but it's good bad, you know. All right. Coming in at number 5 is going to be the 1995 film Mortal Kombat. You know, based on the video game. I mean, you had you had Highlander dude Christopher Lambert here. I mean, of course, Christopher Lambert played Lord Raiden. You had Robert Shaw as Luke Kang, Lyndon Ashby as Johnny Cage, Billy Madison girl Bridget Wilson as Sonya Blade, Talisa Soto played Katana, Chris Casamassa played Scorpion. Trevor Goddard played Kano. And Francois Petit played Sub-Zero. I mean, the Mortal Kombat movie, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, who later gave us Resident Evil. Yeah, this movie was a bad film. But it's actually one of the better video game movies there is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I quite get a kick out of this movie, despite how truly awfulness and cheesiness it is. And Christopher Lambert as Lord Raiden was great casting. I mean, I thought Christopher Lambert was great at that role. And Scorpion was great. Bridget Wilson looked pretty good as playing Sonya Blade. I mean, come on. You had Talisa Soto as Katana. I mean, great casting there. And obviously, you had a Mortal Kombat movie that was rated PG-13. I mean, I still don't get that, but whatever. I mean, of course, we know that in 2 more years we're getting a new Mortal Kombat, which is going to be straight up rated R with fatalities. That's how a Mortal Kombat movie should be. And good news is, if the new Mortal Kombat movie ends up being horrible, good news is, hopefully the fatalities will be the best part of the movie because you can't have Mortal Kombat without fatalities. And sadly to say, they did not have no fatalities in this because it was PG-13. So, all right. Coming in at number 4 is going to 1998's Roland Emmerich film Godzilla. Now, I always contend that this movie is actually a decent monster movie. It's just a bad Godzilla film. Like, if you just call this movie something else, like the giant lizard attacking whatever, like attacking the world and all, if you just call it that, it's a decent monster movie. But as a Godzilla film, it's pretty horrendous as a Godzilla flick. But I mean, I quite get a kick out of it. I mean, the script is still pretty bad. I mean, and not to mention you got two Simpsons alums. You got Hank Azaria and Harry Shearer. You also had Matthew Broderick was in this. Gene Reno. I mean, you also had Kevin Dunn, Vicki Lewis, Maria Petalillo. I mean, this movie is truly awful, and Godzilla looked horrible here. But it's actually pretty fun to watch. It's it's dumb fun, you know. And I really get a kick out of this movie once when I watch it once in a while. It's a terrible film. Don't get me wrong there. It's pretty bad, but it's kind of fun to watch. So I mean, not great acting either, but you know. All right, coming in at number three, crazy. This movie is actually my favorite stripper movie, by the way. My number three favorite is going to the stripper classic, Showgirls. I mean, Showgirls is it's pretty bad. But I sort of get kick out Showgirls when I watch it once in a while. I mean, you had Elizabeth Berkley coming off of Saved by the Bell fame. I mean, come on, what's what you like? You have the girl from Saved by the Bell as a stripper. What more can you ask for there? You also had Kyle MacLachlan was in this, Gina Gershon. Some of the cool stripper scenes was in this. The acting was not that great, but I still get a kick out of watching Showgirls once in a while. It's kind of interesting to watch. I mean, for obvious reasons. I mean, come on. And this was. I also have. You know, I'm also biased because this was actually the first ever NC-17 movie I ever saw on TV. Like, this was actually the movie that introduced me to the NC-17 rating. Like, I did not know what the NC-17 rating was until I saw Showgirls. And it's a truly awful film. But it's just those movies but it's just a so bad it's good type of film, you know? And yeah, maybe I might do my favorite stripper movies, and I'll probably actually add Showgirls in the list because I quite like it despite it being bad, despite me acknowledging it's bad. But yeah, not to mention, it's directed by wait, all right. Not to mention, it's directed by the guy who gave us RoboCop. After all, I mean, what more can you ask for there? But yeah, Showgirls. I quite get a kick out of this movie when I just watch it once in a while. And if you guys never seen Showgirls, and if you want another truly awful movie to watch, go watch Showgirls. It's truly awful, but it's so bad it's good awful, you know. All right, coming in at number two, we got Batman and Robin, also known as the movie that killed the Batman universe until Christopher Nolan came on board and brought it back. Batman and Robin. You got bat nipples. You don't put out bat nipples, okay? And of course, that's what you got. Even George Clooney thought it was horrible. But I sort of get a kick out of Batman and Robin when I watch it once in a while. It's truly horrendous, but it's pretty fun. Terrible lines not to mention. You got Arnold Schwarzenegger. Of course, he has the line. Can't remember that. I think it was Ice to meet you or something like that. I mean, you had Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. This was a film that kind of killed Chris O'Donnell's film career, but not career in general because he's still on NCIS. So there's that. Of course, you had Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. You had the late great Michael Gough as his final portrayal of Alfred. You had Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. It's a truly horrendous film, but I sort of get a kick out of watching this when it's on. Like, not gonna lie, I literally just watched this movie last night. But I quite get a kick out of it despite its cheesiness and awfulness. And, of course, it was directed by Joe Schumacher. It should have been better because Joe Schumacher is a great director, but, yeah, Batman and Robin is, George Clooney as Batman, definitely not the greatest Batman. Yeah. Bane, by the way, looked horrendous. That's why I was so glad when they got Tom Hardy as Bane, and he was better as Bane. The Tom Hardy Bane in Dark Knight Rises was much better. But yeah, I mean, Batman Robin is just it's bad, but it's a so no it's a so bad that it's good type of film, you know. Like I don't even have this movie in my worst of the year list, like my worst film of all time list. But down the line, I'm probably gonna do that. Maybe one of these days, I'll probably do my top 10 worst movies of all time. I'll probably see about doing that down the line. But yeah, if you guys never seen Batman and Robin, it's kind of a '90s bad gem, you know. Okay, the number one favorite movie of all right, my number one pick for the best so bad it's good movie. This is probably going to be on everyone's list. I guarantee you. If anyone comments on this and makes their top 10 list, I guarantee you this is going to be their favorite. I mean, you can probably take a guess what film I'm talking about when I say, "You're tearing me apart, Lisa." Okay, I'm just gonna go say it. My number one favorite movie that's so bad it's good goes to Tommy Wiseau for The Room. The Room is god awful. I mean, when I talk about awfulness, I mean awfulness. But it's just get a couple of buddies, grab some drinks, whatever, and watch The Room. You'll kind of have a fun time with it because it's a pretty bad, truly awful film. But it has some really funny lines in this, like whether it's "I didn't hit her" and stuff, you know that line, or "You're tearing me apart, Lisa." That's a pretty funny line. Or "Hi, Mark." Like that. I'm not gonna lie. I literally use some of these lines to most people, and most people actually get the reference. Some people don't get the reference because I guess not everyone saw Room. But granted, it's the Room. Room with Brie Larson, that's a totally different movie. That's a better film. But yeah, The Room with Tommy Wiseau, Juliette Daniels, Greg, Sesresso. It's a truly awful movie, but I quite get a kick out of watching this whenever it's on. And I gotta go to some screenings of this. I mean, I've seen lots of people actually go to screenings of The Room, and they actually say they love seeing this on the big screen. If there's ever a time, if I ever get a chance, I probably would check out The Room on the big screen. But it's a bad film, but it's so bad that it's just that's good, you know. And not to mention, you know, if you guys don't know, we did have a movie about the making of The Room with the Disaster Artist, which had James Franco as Tommy Wiseau. Great film, by the way. If you guys haven't seen, if you guys never seen The Disaster Artist with James Franco, really awesome film. But yeah, I'll say definitely go check out The Room, especially for its awfulness and cheesiness. You'll kind of be glad you did. But that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. All right. Number 10, Spice World. 9, Cool as Ice. 8, Sharknado. 7, from Justin to Kelly. 6, Masters of the Universe. 5, Mortal Kombat. 4, Godzilla. 3, Showgirls. 2, Batman and Robin. 1, The Room. All right. Now there's loads of other ones I probably could have added. Let me pull up. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I get a kick out of Super Mario Brothers once in a while. The one with John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins. Um, Jason X, I really quite get a kick out of. Thanksgiving, The Human Centipede, which is one of the grossest movies you'll ever want to see. All right. There's also Eight-Legged Freaks, Samurai Cop, Jack and Jill, Trolls 2, Plan 9 from Outer Space, Glenn or Glenda. Some really, truly awful films, but I quite get a kick out of them. So, anyway, let me leave it to you guys. What are some movies that are so bad that you still actually quite enjoy despite how often it is? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is T Movie signing off.